Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, first, I want to just share with you the brand new Pretty Pink Posh release. This just went live over at the Pretty Pink Posh shop, and to celebrate the release, my project today is for an Instagram hop. It's a 3-day long Instagram hop filled with lots of inspiration using all the items in the brand new release. And today is day 2. So details for that are over on my blog. Or if you want to head on over to Instagram, the Pretty Pink Posh Instagram page is a great place to start. I always say start at the beginning. And if you missed yesterday's, I encourage you to check out yesterday's Instagram hop. And if you are looking for more inspiration, check out tomorrow's Instagram hop. Today, I'm going to create a card using this stamp set. This is called the Sweet Cherries. I think cherries and Valentines go perfect together, and I love the sentiment that says "you're so sweet," or it says "you're the cherry on top." I just love that. I'm going to be using this for a project today, and these are 3x4 stamp sets. And I love that there is a coordinating die set to go with it. Now, all of these are Pretty Pink Posh sells them in a bundle at a discounted price, and I'll leave the bundle down below too if you guys want to check it out. But we're going to use this on our card today. There's also another 3x4 stamp set. This is called Potted Roses, and I think this is great for all year round. But the roses in here are so pretty. Sentiment says "sending lots of love and hugs and kisses." You can customize them to mix and match, and there is a coordinating die set that will cut out these images also. There are a couple 4x6 stamp sets that I think you're going to fall in love with. This is the Heart Critters. I think this little guy is so cute. But I love the koala, and you have the little panda, and you also have the cheetah, which is so cute. I love scene building. There's a coordinating die set to go with this, and it'll actually cut out the hugs and love too, which makes it really nice. There's another 4x6 stamp set, and this one is called XOXO. These have been really popular. There was one that said hugs in a past release, and I think this is going to be very popular. The XOXO has lots of little candies in it, and there is a die that you could use on its own or to cut out these letters. And then there are lots of candies and even a chocolate dip strawberry. And again, this is the Pretty Pink Posh XOXO stamp set. Now there are a few stencils that I think are super fun. They're all layering. This one is the layered cherries. This is a 3-piece stencil set. So you have one that you can color in the leaves of the cherries. You have one that you can color in the stems, and then one that can color in the cherries. I love this. And this is the layered cherries. They are indexed down on the bottom, and each one will have A, B, or C. This is a 4-piece stencil set called Valentine Hearts. And I like stencils like this because you can actually use them individually. This is cute on its own. There's hugs, kisses. Hugs, kiss, I love you. So sweet. And then you have stripes. If you want to do stripes, you have regular hearts. And this, if you layer together, you'll get solid and stripes. And then if you want to use this one, you have polka dots, small and medium sized polka dots. Super fun. Or you can use all 3 if you wanted to. That's the great thing about it. And if you wanted to use this on top of all of them, you can too. So this is great on its own, or to create a layered look. That is the layered Valentine Hearts stencil set. This is called the Layered Chocolates stencil, and there are 3 layers to this set. You get the chocolates, and then you get the icing or the frosting pieces, and then you get the sprinkles. So this is super fun. And then last but not least, you get the layered XOXO. This is a 3-piece set. You have the XO and the XO layered together. It creates a really fun pattern. Or if you don't want to use the O's, you can use hearts instead. I think that's super fun. Or this is great on its own also. Actually, this would make a pretty good pattern too. So this is the layered XOXO stencil set. Now there are some standalone dies. We have the Large Hugs shadow die. This creates a shadow, and then it also die cuts out the word hugs, and it's all one piece. So this is great on its own or layerable, which makes it nice. And there's something special that you can use with this also. I'll tell you that in a minute. And then you also get the Large Love shadow. So this will cut out the shadow. You have the beautiful love that you could use on its own. And the nice thing about these two is if you like to hot foil, Pretty Pink Posh just came out with some foil plates. These are hot foil plates. You have the Large Love and the Large Hugs. So you can foil the love and the hugs, and if you want to go one step further and die cut it out, you can invest in this Large Hug shadow die, because this will cut out the love. So your Large Hug shadow and your Large Love shadow, the shadow die will cut out the hot foil Large Love and Large Hugs. So if you want dies to coordinate, you can pick up this set. So I think that's super neat. I love that. Love that Pretty Pink Posh now has hot foil plates. I think that's pretty awesome. Now I love the Wonky Stitch rectangles that Pretty Pink Posh came out with, and I'm excited about the Wonky Stitch squares. I think this is a super fun and unique die set. There are 4 squares in here in total, and they all have that wonky shape, which is super fun. And then if you like make little note cards for Valentine's Day, this die set is for you. This is super cute. This is called Sweet Note. And it actually creates a cut line to where you can tuck in the top tab, and then this piece is a die cut square that you could layer on the very top or layer on the inside. So, and there's stitch detail on here too. So this is the Sweet Note note card set. I think this is just so cute. And then last but not least, I think you're gonna fall in love with this. This is called the Valentine Mug Editions. Now this I think is great on its own, but it can also coordinate with the winter mug die set. This has winter elements and a fall element too, Halloween and fall, but this coordinates with this. And I love the spoon in here. I don't know what it is about spoons, but I love that. And you get chocolates and hearts, and this goes perfectly with this set here. Okay, so that's everything in the brand new release. And I think we're going to jump in and get started with our card by starting off by doing a little bit of coloring. So let's take this out of the package. The cherries, where the leaf is off to the left, we'll stamp this along with the single one too. And I'm going to ink them up with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we'll stamp these. So cute. And while I have my ink out, I'm going to stamp a couple flowers too. Okay. Once my coloring is all done, now I'm going to take the coordinating dies and we're going to die cut out our images. Now that my cherries are all die cut out, we're going to do a little bit of stenciling using our layered cherries stencil set. And I'm going to stencil on a 6x6 piece of cardstock. To me, it just makes it easier. And I am going to use my pixie spray here, and I'm going to go behind all of mine. We're going to use layer A, which is the cherries, And we will just line this up in the corner. And I'm going to use my Distress Oxide inks to color in my background. I have Lumberjack Plaid, and just using my blending tool, I'm going to go over my stencils here. I cleaned off my stencil, and now we get to remove this. And we're going to go in with layer number B, which is the cherry stems here. We'll line it up from the corner. Tack this down, and we'll go over this with Vintage Photo. And we get to remove layer B, and that looks cute on its own too. I'm going to take my final layer, which is layer C, and I will make sure that it's indexed on the bottom corner here. And what I often like to do is take a Sharpie and just mark the top corner. This just helps me find it. Let me show you. I just like to put a little dot in the top corner. It just, with the permanent marker, this way it just helps me find it a lot easier. And then I'm going to use my mowed lawn over my leaves. After I wiped off my stencil, we get to do the reveal. And how fun is that? I just love that. I think that's super neat that you can create, I always say this, that you can create your own pattern paper. Now I'm going to trim this down into an A2 size panel. We're going to adhere this panel to our card base, which is a standard A2 size card base. And I'm just going to use my tape runner for this. Wonderful. Okay, now that my background is done and my images are done, I have some pink cardstock, and I'm going to use just the XOXO coordinating die set. I'm going to die cut out the XOXO with just pink cardstock. I thought that would be cute on my card today. So just using this die set, we're going to die cut out some hugs and kisses. I went ahead and die cut that out, and you can see how great it is on its own. I have a panel that measures 2 3/4 inches wide by 4 1/4 inches tall. Yeah, what we're going to do is take our XOXO. I'm going to flip this around, and we're going to put some foam squares behind here. And we are going to add these. I put foam adhesive behind all my letters, and now we are going to arrange them on our panel. Wonderful. And I think that looks really nice. I'm going to go ahead and take our cherries. I popped them up with foam adhesive, and I'm going to add them to our little scene, kind of doing a little bit of tucking with them. And we have some flowers. I think that looks cute. Now for my sentiment, I'm going to take You're So Sweet on some white cardstock, and then just using my scissors, I'm going to fussy cut around the sentiment here. So I have my sentiment fussy cut out. I'm going to put some foam squares behind here. And we are going to add this. in the center of our XOXO. I'm going to flip this around and just using my tape runner, I'm going to adhere this to the center of my card. And I have one left over. We can always put this on the inside of our card. I'm going to put it over here. I think that's a good spot. For the centers of my flowers, I didn't mention this, but there are some confetti that's new over at the Pretty Pink Posh shop, and I think they're just adorable. This has X's and O's, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but those little green hearts have the word love in them. I just think that's so adorable. This is called the XOXO mix. This mix here is called, this has little strawberries in it, called Strawberry Shortcake. How cute is that? And then you have the Valentine's Day mix. I'm going to use the Valentine's Day mix. There's some cute little candies in here, along with some white hearts and pink hearts and red hearts. I think the candies are going to go cute in the center of my flowers here. So let's add a little glue to these flower centers. Since we're leaving them white, I think these colorful candies would be cute in the middle. And lastly, I'm going to take my white gel pen and we're just going to do a little highlighting on these little cherries. Because we want them to stand out. And then that will finish my card today. I hope you get a chance to check out the Instagram hop again. This is day 2. Details for that are over on my blog if you want to join in. There's a giveaway to go with it. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day.